So here we have the hip capsule, internal rotation, PAILs and rails out of the 90-90 position. Just as with the hip car, hip internal rotation is bringing the bottom of the leg outward, but the thigh is rotating inward. This is to help improve rotation. So I'm going to set up in my 90-90 with my kneecap directly in front of my front hip bone. And then my knee is at a 90-degree angle, and my ankle is roughly at a 90-degree angle as well. The back leg, the thigh is going to be in line with my torso. So to get into my end range, I'm going to turn my entire torso towards that back leg, trying to grab it. I'm thinking about pushing my entire thigh and knee that way, trying to get the medial portion of my thigh as close to the floor as possible. So I am turning my torso, pushing my leg out, and then I'm going to grab and hold. Let me show you from this position. I'm forward, I sit back, I'm pushing the leg that way towards you, rotating my torso and grabbing. I will then hang out here for a 2-minute passive hold, working on diaphragmatic breathing, 4 to 5 second inhaling and 8 to 10 seconds with exhaling. After that, I will create my PAIL contraction. I want to think about the floor right here as a scale. I'm going to push my ankle, my calf, and my knee into that scale as hard as I can, building up from 0% up into 100%. So for my PAIL contraction, I'm going to irradiate, packing tension into my abdomen. I'm going to push this front leg into the floor to create extra irradiation. And then I'm going to push this leg into that scale, taking 10 seconds to build up to 100%. Pushing to 20, pushing to 40, 50, 60, on up to 100. Once I get to that maximum contraction, I'm going to hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. After that, my rail contraction, I'm going to try to lift my ankle and my calf off of the scale. So that scale should read 0%. And at that same time, I'm going to think about turning my torso closer to that calf. You wouldn't be able to get as much of a lift because you're at your end range. So it's okay if you're not seeing much movement with the ankle lifting off, but you're thinking about keeping as little bit on that scale as possible while you're turning your torso. So once again, 2-minute passive hold, PAIL contraction building up to 100, pushing the thigh or the leg down, rail contraction, turning and lifting off for 10 to 15 seconds. After that, I would hold for 2 minutes and focus on diaphragmatic breathing.